Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back. It is Wednesday, and so I am here for my weekly broadcast. And I am Anne La Follette, and if you don't know me, you can go to my website to learn more about me, which is called Anne La Follette Art. But in today's broadcast, I want to talk about an incredible student who is in my Academy program, whose name is Kathleen Lambert. And the broadcast title is "You Have Always Had the Power, My Dear." And the reason I love that title, and I also want to talk about Kathleen, is because she is a great example of how many of us, as we go through life, we have these creative ideas in the back of our mind, and we feel like we're creative, or we feel like we could be creative, but we always have other priorities that come first. Those priorities might be our marriage, those priorities might be our children, those priorities might be helping when we have to move across the country, or move to a different country, or just our circumstances change. And so what I wanted to talk about today is how do we overcome those challenges, especially as we are entering the latter part of our lives, where we still have that challenge. And this challenge is sort of threefold. The challenge is around when is going to be the right time for me to invest in myself? When is going to be the right time for me to actually start believing in these creative ideas that I have bouncing around in my head? And then also, when am I going to start to feel like I can build the self-confidence to do and take the steps that are going to be necessary to actually get me towards that ultimate goal that I have? And Kathleen Lambert, who you can read more about if you go to my blog, annelafolletteart.com/blog, you can read more about her and see some of her artwork. But her story is fantastic and so inspiring because, like many of us, she has a family. She's got 3 kids. She used to be a pastor in the Presbyterian Church on the East Coast, had a job she loved, and then her husband got a fabulous job in California, and she had to move from the East Coast to the West Coast. Doesn't know anybody out here, has to completely reestablish herself. And in the process, she realized that this might be a great time for her to actually start to pursue some of her creative dreams. And her creative dreams started small, but they have turned into really big things. And I'm going to share that journey with you. The first step in her journey was she wanted to turn her artwork into fabric that she could sell as aprons or tea towels or other, potentially actually put her artwork on pieces of wood, for example. But she always had in the back of her mind this concept that she wanted to be able to actually put her artwork with sayings on it or inspirational phrases on it that have double meanings. And she likes to reference that as double entendres or triple entendres. And what a double entendre or a triple entendre is it's basically a word or a phrase that has multiple meanings. And the first meaning is usually straightforward, and then the second meaning or the third meaning might have a little bit of a wink or a little bit of an irony or a little bit of a twist to it. And this phrase, "You've always had the power, my dear," is actually a piece of art that she did on an electrical plate, the type of plate that you put into the wall, and then it has 2 plug areas for you to, or 2 outlets that you can put your plug into. And so it does have a double meaning, which is totally brilliant. So she joined my creative community and started down this path of learning how to become a surface designer, and which would bring alive her dream of having products with her designs on them in the apron category or in the stationery category or in other fabric areas. But then what ended up happening is that small kind of idea, she started to build more and more confidence. First of all, she got over her fear of technology and was able to master Adobe Illustrator. Of course, step by step by step, you got to do it slowly. It's not the easiest program in the world, but we can do hard things. And in the right community, with the right support and the right guidance, you can absolutely do it. And then that led to building her self-confidence, but also realizing that this deeper dream that she has of creating her own community to support women through art has completely come into fruition. And what I mean by that is she's come up with a hashtag called #SecondStartLife, which is a brilliant hashtag. And around that hashtag, she is creating a community, a membership community, where women can come together and they can use their art as an empowerment tool to both discover and then take action on their own individual dreams. which is totally brilliant. And so starting with this small idea of, well, when is it going to be right for me to invest in myself? And do I have the confidence to conquer a tool like Adobe Illustrator? And do I also believe enough in myself that I can actually start down this path and then see where it takes me? Has led to this amazing new business concept that she is working on. She's in my community, she's in my coaching program. We are working on it together, and it's so incredibly exciting to just be a very, very small part of what she is bringing to life. And it is this incredibly inspirational story about how now she is going to build a business around #SecondStartLife. She's going to build a community of women who can come together in a shared space and use their art to help with their own personal empowerment, and also to help them gain confidence in the fact that whatever that little voice is saying to you, whatever that little idea is that you think is insignificant, it's not insignificant. And you guys know that my hashtag is, and my tagline is, it's never too late to create, and it's never too late. But it is also important to take that first step and to move into action so that you can start to break through those 3 big challenges of investing in yourself, gaining the self-confidence step by step that you're going down a path that you love, and then also making sure that you are believing in what's possible and that those ideas in your head are totally valid and they can completely come true. There'll be effort required for sure, because nothing is easy, but it is, if you take the steps and move in that direction little by little, you will get there, and you will be able to make those dreams come true. So if you'd like to learn more about Kathleen, go to my blog, annelafolletteart.com/blog, and you can read more about her and see some of her beautiful artwork. You can also go to her website, which is KathleenLambertArt.com, or follow her on Instagram at KathleenLambertArt. So I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Please click the subscribe button below, and I will see you next week. I always like to close by saying, I am Anne La Follette, and it's never too late to create. Bye for now.